Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? Verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. Matthew 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And the rumors, they're not rumors anymore. Actions are taking place. Aggression is taking place, and we are witnessing the downfall of our enemies, man. Koholo Yahba Shem Shah for this. Because like the scriptures tell you, that the prophets of old would have loved to see the times that we see. Right? So you have Israel, who striked Iran heavily. And, this is the result of this. Iran fired back. Now, we know that the U.S. said they didn't have anything to do with it. They didn't know about it, which is a damn lie, man. Anything Israel does, the U.S. knows about it. Who's been, sending billions of dollars to Israel, every month, every year, to fund their arsenal and, obtain weapons and missiles of, mass destruction and genocide. It has been the U.S. Right? But you see these other nations, like Iran, like China, like Russia, South Korea, they ready for this, man. Because everybody's sick and tired of the West, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, man. Everybody's tired of Israel, and everybody's tired of America. Because everybody's seeing, all of these nations, they're seeing that these two countries are the problem with the world, man, which all these nations are going to be destroyed in the coming of our Lord Yahushua. Because the scriptures tell you that all of these countries are going to be fighting one against another when the Lord returns, and then they're going to turn away their fight from each other and try to fight the Lord, and they're going to lose miserably, man. Right? So, let's play this. I got 2 clips to play on this. Let's check it out. Yahba Shem Shah willing, the leg be edified. Shalom.
Iran now and its counterattack against Israel tonight, responding now just hours after that massive Israeli attack on Iran, targeting Iran's nuclear program, killing military leaders and scientists. And now, as we're on the air tonight, this counterattack from Iran, Israel's military officials saying all of Israel is under fire. The U.S. now defending Israel, helping to strike those Iranian missiles down. The images coming in tonight. Now, this is the skyline of Tel Aviv as those Iranian missiles closed in, Israel's air defense system striking most of them down, but not all. Late today, the Israeli military releasing this video showing the interception of an Iranian drone right here. Hours earlier, Israeli missiles striking Iran's main nuclear enrichment site, one of several nuclear facilities hit. A precision Israeli attack on an apartment building in Tehran, airstrikes killing those top generals and nuclear scientists within a matter of minutes. More than 200 Israeli aircraft striking more than 100 targets, its largest military operation since 1967. And the covert operations inside Iran, Israeli spies smuggling explosives in, deploying them inside Iran overnight. Tonight, Israel now saying their operation is just beginning, vowing more to come. And President Trump talking to ABC News what he's now saying about this massive Israeli attack. Marcus Moore leading us off tonight from Tel Aviv.
Tonight, Iran's retaliation has begun, responding to Israel's sweeping attack by raining down missiles on Tel Aviv, fireballs seen across the skyline, and buildings in flames. Israel in a state of emergency as Israelis gather in shelters. Explosions heard in the skies above Tel Aviv and Jerusalem as Israel's air defense systems intercept Iranian rockets. The IDF releasing this video, they say, shows the interception of an Iranian drone. But as this video posted online shows, some Iranian missiles still making it through to Israel, smashing into buildings. And tonight, we are learning the United States is now helping Israel defend itself. American officials telling us the U.S. also shooting down missiles targeting Israel. Israel had long telegraphed its intentions to strike Iran, but the campaign itself breathtaking in its planning and execution. More than 200 aircraft hitting some 100 targets, including Iran's main nuclear enrichment facility in Natanz. But that wasn't all. Israeli spies from the Mossad intelligence agency had secretly infiltrated Iran, smuggling in explosive drones and other weapons. The Israelis releasing this video, they say, shows Mossad commandos planting devices that would then take out Iran's air defense systems.
So this was an attack, orchestrated and planned for months, man. Because even back in I'll give it 2-3 years, the U.S. and Israel has always wanted a war with Iran, man, for the resources, right? So knowing these two devils, man, they had a secret meeting and they said, let's do it tonight. What better time than now? And this is what it is, man. So this for the U.S. to say that they didn't know about it, they didn't have any nothing to do with it, is a lie, man. It's a complete and total other lie, man. And the people, not just in Iran, but Russia and China, everybody knows all bullshit, man. Because the U.S. and Israel, man, they're known for starting shit, and then when they get met with a backfire, so to speak, they'll put that all on the news and to push a narrative and say, look what Iran is doing to us. We will not be bullied. We will respond. When you started the whole fucking thing, man, right? The spirit that's on these devils, right? Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu, right? The spirit that's on them is pretty much we can attack y'all. Y'all can't attack us. When we do attack y'all just let it happen. Y'all can't respond. We just gonna blow up all y'all shit. And y'all just got to take it on the chin, man. But people are tired of that. People are saying, the hell with you, man. You ain't nobody. And we're going to show you ain't nobody, man. But this is all prophecy right here. This is all prophecy, man, because the scriptures tell you in Jeremiah 50, right? 50 and verse 45, it says, therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord, that he have taken against Babylon. Right? Babylon is America. And his purposes that he had proposed against the land of the Chaldeans, which is America. Surely The least of the flock shall draw them out, man. And who's the least of the flock? Them people in the land of Israel, man. Right? Them Israelis. Right? The so-called JWOs. The small hats. Those are the least of the flock, man. And they're going to draw America into this war. They're going to draw America into this war, man. And this war is not going to be, it's going to be somewhat men on the ground, whatever, but it's mainly going to be nuclear. 99% of it is going to be nuclear, man. Right? It says, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. So the Lord is fixing to destroy Israel, right? Israel is going to be built back up, right? By the hands of these heathens for the real Jews, the Israelites, the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, when we go back in our land, right? But America is going to be a desolate waste, man. Nobody's ever going to dwell in America again, right? And that's what it is. That's prophecy, man. That's what's going to happen. The Lord is going to set it up, and the Lord is setting it up. And can't nobody do a damn thing about it. This is Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. So the old times, it was swords and shields. Men would travel on horses, elephants. It shows you in the movie 300. That's how war used to be, man. They used to meet at a certain location, and there used to be a all-out brawl, bloodshed, and all that, man. That's how it was in the medieval times, man, so to speak. But this, it says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, right? Nuclear missiles, cannons, right? Bombs, all types of things, man. Nuclear. This is what this war is going to be, right? And the death tolls are gonna be astronomical. Let's continue.
Israel also killing Iran's top military leaders and government scientists. The general in charge of the entire Iranian armed forces, the head of the country's ballistic missile program, both dead. Israel calls the operation a, quote, preemptive attack.
Israel launched Operation Rising Lion.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declaring Iran's nuclear program, quote, a clear and present danger to Israel's very survival, warning this is just the start of what will be a days-long military campaign. Netanyahu saying the U.S. knew of its plans, quote, we informed them in advance, they knew about the attack. Just hours before the strikes, President Trump publicly urging Israel to hold off to give his team more time to negotiate with Iran.
As long as I think there is an agreement, I don't want them going in because I think that would blow it. Might help it, actually, but it also could blow it.
Soon after the attack began, the administration insisting Israel acted on its own. Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying, quote, we are not involved in strikes against Iran, warning Iran should not target U.S. interest or personnel. But today, the president telling ABC's John Carl, Israel's attack was, quote, excellent, saying of Iran, we gave them a chance and they didn't take it. They got hit hard.
So what's that saying, man? It's showing you the division, how the leadership and the governing body of America is not on the same page, and they divided, man. Right? Trump saying one thing and everybody else saying something else. What the Lord said, shall not I destroy the wise men out of Edom? So these niggas are destroyed, man. These are the real niggas.
Hard, very hard, and there's more to come, a lot more. For its part, Iran says it's just begun to fight back. Iran's supreme leader saying they started the work and started the war. We will not allow them to escape safely from this great crime they committed. Iran saying its, quote, powerful response will make the enemy regret its foolish actions. And tonight, Iran's response underway. As Iranian missiles fall, the Israeli Defense Force posting all of Israel is under fire. David, search and rescue operations have been underway tonight here in Tel Aviv. The search for people who may be trapped in the rubble of those damaged buildings. And tonight,
And Tel Aviv was attacked. That's I believe that's, if not the major city, or one of the major cities in Israel, man, where they have the pink parade over there and, you know, do all types of madness and abominations over there, man.
Israeli officials making it clear their military campaign against Iran is just beginning. David.
Marcus Moore leading us off from.
So, hey, man, this is not going to stop. This is going to get worse. And more countries are going to join in, right? Because here you have America helping Israel, but they didn't know nothing about the attack. But then you got this dude, not a Jew, saying that they informed the U.S. before they even striked Iran. America knew. Then you got a cabinet leader or whatever he is in America saying that the U.S. didn't know about it. Iran shouldn't attack America. But then you got Trump saying we told them to chill out pretty much, and they didn't. And this is the result, and it's going to get worse, a lot worse. So you see the division? And this thing is going to blow up, man. This thing is going to get real serious, real fast, man. Because Russia's been quiet. China's been quiet. They've been saying a lot. Russia over there dealing with Ukraine still. You know, because it's not prophecy for Russia to go to war with Ukraine. It's prophecy for Russia to destroy America. It's prophecy that all these nations are going to destroy, help destroy America. But Russia is going to be the main one to destroy America, man. Right? That's prophecy. So this is the second clip. All right, let me get this one. Revelation. Because we in that time, man. That's why I titled this video. It's on World War III, The Fall of a Wicked Kingdom. This is Revelation 11 and verse 14. And it reads, the second woe was past, and behold, the third woe coming quickly, man. The third world's war is coming quickly, man. Right? Because it's been talks here and there. It's been peace talks and people walking out, people saying to hell with it. F you. We don't care. We're not doing what you say. Pretty much America trying to control everybody, telling them, you can't do this, you can't have this. And people like other countries is like, man, to hell with you, man. You ain't nobody. 30 years ago, 40 years, 50 years ago, right? These nations, these other nations, they wouldn't have had the firepower, you know, as they had now. So America would have been done something. But America knows the four major superpowers other than America is Iran, Russia, China, and North Korea, man. Right? So they don't want that smoke, but they're going to get it because the Lord going to set it up, man. So let's check this out.
Fresh round of strikes tonight. You can see them streaming through the night sky over Tel Aviv. Explosions rattling the city. Take a look at this video taken from a balcony showing smoke billowing from the ground right after a strike. Most missiles intercepted, but debris raining down, causing damage and injuries. This retaliation coming after Israel struck more than 200 targets overnight, including 2 key Iranian nuclear sites, taking out some of Iran's top military leaders and scientists. U.S. markets shaken, the Dow falling more than 700 points. President Trump telling NBC News today Iran may have another opportunity now to make a nuclear deal. We've got full coverage, starting with Matt Bradley tonight, live in Tel Aviv.
Tonight, waves of Iranian missiles targeting Israel. You can see Israeli air defenders take out most of them in the night sky. But some landing. This impact in Tel Aviv. Smoke rising in the city's center. Earlier, Israeli officials texted warnings to take cover.
What we are hearing right now is what it's called an extreme alert. We are being told to move now to a secure place. So we just got down to the safe room here in our office building. We've been hearing outgoing missile defense and incoming explosions from those Iranian rockets, most of them interceptions.
The U.S. is helping Israel shoot down Iranian missiles, according to 3 U.S. officials. The Pentagon moved a number of military assets, including Navy destroyers, to the region in recent days to defend Israel, according to another U.S. official. Well, tonight, Israel says the Iranian regime crossed a red line and will pay a heavy price for firing into civilian population centers. The Iranian retaliation coming just hours after Israel's surprise strikes on nuclear sites and military leadership inside Iran. Smoke rising above Natanz, an Iranian nuclear facility. Israel saying the operation, dubbed Rising Lion, killed Iranian nuclear scientists and generals, including Hossein Salami, commander of the Revolutionary Guard. Israel saying Iran's nuclear program posed a clear and present danger, and Iran had enough enriched uranium to build 15 nuclear bombs.
I want to assure the civilized world, we will not let the world's most dangerous regime get the world's most dangerous weapons.
And this big-eared elephant, this elephant ear that is weird-looking nigga right here, he's always the one playing the victim. Every time Israel strikes something, you know, he doesn't never point out that they started it, man. They never point out that their take on it. They never point it out, man. You know? Slovakia. 1 second. Yeah, they never point out them starting it, man. They always want to play the victim and cry wolf. But the whole world sees, you know, just how how wicked and how much of a liar you are, man. Right? They say the world's most deadliest regime. Nah, I mean, we don't give a shit about those those Iranians, them Persians. We don't give a shit about them neither. But the whole world knows that the so-called white man, Esau Edom, is the most vicious, evil, wicked man on the planet, man. Right? Which this dude is, man. An Edomite. Right? He's an Amalekite. Let's continue.
We will not let the world's most dangerous regime get the world's most dangerous weapons.
According to multiple Israeli outlets citing an anonymous source, the Mossad spy agency smuggled missiles into Iran months ago and also secretly installed explosive drones inside Iran for this operation. Meanwhile, President Trump tonight meeting with his national security officials. In a phone interview with NBC's Garrett Hake this morning, the president saying he was pleased with the Israeli strikes against Iran, that Israel had the finest equipment in the world, which is American equipment, and that the Iranian government missed the opportunity to make a deal. Now they may have another opportunity. We'll see. The U.S. has recently been negotiating with Iran over its nuclear program. The U.S. considers Iran a state sponsor of terrorism, and President Trump has repeatedly said he will not allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon.
They can't have a nuclear weapon. I'd prefer the more friendly path.
Both Iran and Israel tonight saying more strikes are coming. The U.S. warning Iran not to target U.S. troops in the region.
We mentioned those fresh attacks at the top of the broadcast. Matt Bradley and his team back in that bomb shelter. Matt, what can you tell us?
Yeah, that's right, Tom. Back in the bomb shelter for that third volley of Iranian missiles. And we just heard the latest casualty figures. 34 people injured tonight here in Israel, one of them critically. Tom?
Matt Bradley leading us off from Tel Aviv tonight. Matt, we thank you. Let's get straight to Richard Engel, who has covered this region for decades. Richard, walk our viewers through what we saw in the skies, these bombardments over Iran and Israel. There were some very clear differences.
Vastly different scenarios. The Israeli jets, dozens of them, were able to strike targets all across Iran, apparently with impunity. They hit about 200 targets in every part of the country. Compare that to what happened in Israel. Iran fired ballistic missiles, maybe 100 of them, according to Israel, at two cities, two concentrated population centers that are relatively easy to hit, hoping that some of these ballistic missiles would make it through the net, and very few of them did.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay.
And all of this is happening because salvation to the Israelites is on his way, and the Lord is on his way, man. Right? These nations have to pay for what they did to the Israelites, man. How they collectively destroyed the nation of Israel, man. They have to pay, and they're gonna pay. Right? They have to pay, man. Esau, Edom, right? The so-called white man, the Ishmaelites, right? You Iranians, right? The Russians, the Chinese, the Japanese, the East Indians, the Africans, they all going into slavery, man. Because the Lord said what? This is the last one, and we're gonna close out. This is Isaiah 34 and verse 8. It says, "For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion," man. So all this is happening, right? All of this turmoil, all of this division, all of this chaos. World War III is about to happen because what? Controversy of Zion. What was done to the Israelites, man? Right? Nobody wants to talk about that, but it's here and it's going to happen, man. Every nation is going to be paid back for what they did to the Israelites. Right? Nobody's exempt. The Lord said, all day that devoured thee shall be devoured. Right? And every one of them, you know, that giving you a praise, they shall be a praise. Just paraphrasing. Right? So that's on its way, man. So I'm going to leave it there. Yahweh Shem Yahushua willing, the elect be other Father. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakadash, for blessing me with the Spirit to do this lesson. To the next lesson. Shalom.